Set with myself because it's like I know these things, like, and I preach these things to people, to like the little girls that I've worked with. I wouldn't say little, but like younger girls that I've worked with. Like, I always encourage them to go and do something that they genuinely love, because this shit is so fucking dumb. I said I wasn't gonna fucking cry because I'm not a punk, but that's how I know it's real for me. I'm not fucking happy, and this shit is so fucking annoying, because if I would have did what I wanted to do to begin with, I would be a lot further. And if I just step out of my own fucking way sometimes, I would be a lot further. And it's so much beauty in like vulnerability, because like so much good shit comes from that. And like, I remember I used to post videos and people would be like, why did you post that video of you crying? You never want people to see you down. But the reality of it is, I'm fucking human and I'm not fucking perfect. And I have fucking terrible badass fucking days. And I know that I would be a lot better off if I just allow myself to be vulnerable sometimes. And I don't want to click it on and click it off, but it's just like, there's so much beauty and so much that can happen out of just allowing yourself to be vulnerable to a certain degree. And I need a change in my life, because I'm supposed to go to work today in like 2 hours, and I really do not want to fucking go. I don't like the environment. I don't like fucking somebody telling me what the fuck to do. Like, I have my own business, and if I applied myself in the same ways that I apply myself to other shit that does not benefit me, I would be a lot further off. I would be a lot better off. I mean, like, I would be a lot further in life, or doing things that I really, really want to do. And I'm just at that point where like shit has to change in a lot of ways, because this ain't working. I have days where like I put on a cute outfit and it's a little much, and then I get self-conscious and I go back in the house and I change. But it's like, fuck that shit, because I know that I'm destined to do something great, because I feel it. And like, I've always wanted to do motivational speaking. And I remember I worked with this girl at one of my old jobs, and I could tell that she was going through it, because I literally been there. I could see it. And one thing I'm gonna say to y'all is, do not apologize for a gift, or a God-given gift, or a talent, or being able to recognize something in people that other people might not be able to recognize. And I used to water myself down and be like, oh, like, you know, act so fucking humble. But I'm a person that people like to talk to me, and people value my opinion. And I'm not saying that to make myself sound like I'm that bitch, but people value my opinion, and it's because when I speak, I'm speaking with substance. I'm not just saying shit just to say it or to make you feel good about it, you know. And I'm not gonna always tell you what you want to hear. And I have my experience in retail to thank for that, because it's made me be a lot more patient, and it's made me become a better listener. But I'm not gonna apologize for something that I'm naturally good at, you know what I'm saying? But I remember this girl I worked with, and she was going through it, and I could tell she was just depressed, like emotionally fucking drained. And I felt for her, because I've been there, and it sucks, especially when you're like, when you hit like that 25, 26, 27, like, life makes you feel like, holy shit, what the fuck am I doing? Like, you question everything you're doing all the fucking time. And I didn't like chastise her or make her talk to me or anything, but naturally we just would talk, small talk here and there. And over the course of time, we built up like a good rapport with one another, where she felt comfortable to discuss certain things. And to this day, we don't discuss every single thing, but I pretty much encouraged her to move, because she wasn't satisfied. And, you know, obviously excuse me, there were other things that led up to her moving and like other conversations we had, but I understood where she was coming from. And even the younger girls who work under me, like, I encourage so many younger girls and guys, like, quit this fucking job. If this does not satisfy you and this shit does not fucking make you fucking happy, and you're just working this job to make somebody else happy or to pacify or satisfy the next motherfucker, quit this shit. Especially when you're young, when you're 18, you have so much more time to just figure out what it is that you want to do. Don't waste it and get caught up at, okay, I want to go and do this and do that because everyone else is doing it, or I want to spend my check on this designer bag because everybody else is doing it. Prioritize your shit first. Prioritize your happiness first. And if this job is not included in that, quit this motherfucker. Don't be here. Don't stay here. Don't do what the fuck I did and stay here, because that's exactly what I did. And here I am questioning every fucking thing that I've ever fucking done. Like, what am I doing with my life? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. Like, I'm so lost right now, y'all. And but it feels good to vent about it, because it's just like, if not me, then who? Like, shit does not happen for people overnight, and I don't expect for anything by making this video for life to just miraculously change for me. But my point is that I'm allowing myself to be vulnerable in a certain way with y'all, and it takes a lot of fucking courage for a person to be that vulnerable, especially when I'm not even the kind of person to do that. Like, I'm very much that person that people would be like, Ariana, like, she was upset or she was crying. I don't like to cry. I don't like hugging and doing all that extra shit. Like, that's not even me. But I've learned that I can't always be that way. And I'm going through growing pains. That's literally what it is. Somebody told me, like, Ariana, you're going through growing pains. And I'm not gonna cry again, because I cut this whole video the fuck short if I cry again. But it really does suck, you guys. Like, I'm really lost, and I feel very vulnerable right now, because I don't know if it's just like God's way of saying, like, this is it. If you're gonna do it, you need to do it now. And that's literally how I feel. Like, I want something to fucking change for me, and I'm in total control of that. And I know what I need to do to an extent, and I need to be open-minded and open to change and open to different struggles and different things that I'm not used to. Again, going back to that systematic routine of things. Sometimes we get so caught up in doing things systematically that we just kind of like forget ourselves. And I think I kind of got caught up in that, and I just want something better for myself, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's literally nothing wrong with that. Something's in my eye. There's literally nothing wrong with that. Oh my god, something's in my fucking eye. I've been on this whole fitness journey. I have not been cute in all month. Like, implement discipline and routine into my life, because fitness and getting myself to my personal body goal is important to me. So I did that. I said I'm gonna read more. I went to the fucking bookstore and I bought 2 books, and I picked up 2 books that interest me, and I've been reading more on a daily basis. And it's just like, you want to be the person that you say that you are, or, like, you really got to start believing it and start doing it. But bitch, I'm at a point right now where, like, something's gotta fucking give. Like, it's giving very much Desperate Housewives. Like, baby, I need something, because I cannot do this anymore. Like, I literally hate. I want to quit. Like, I don't want to go. And it's so much more that, like, I want to talk. Pretty much random and all over the place. Should be upstairs getting myself together for work. I'm not combing my hair. not happening. I'm just in a mood, and that's okay. I'm having a fucked up day, and that's okay. I'm not going to let it. I'm having a fucked up moment. I'm not going to say I'm having a fucked up day, because then it'll just carry over into everything else. And when I get to work, my attitude is going to be bad. So I'm not going to say that my day is fucked up, but I'm in a mood right now for sure. But I just wanted to come on here and just let y'all know that don't second guess yourself. Be intentional with whatever it is that you're doing. Make those decisions with intent. That's the number one thing. Make decisions with intent. Don't do anything just based off emotion. Trust me. And I'm just burnt out. Like, I'm so tired of working this job. I want to focus on my brand more. I want to focus on my business. I want to focus on networking. There's so much that I want to do. Like, I want to do motivational speaking, and like, how can I fucking do that if I don't even have my own shit together? Like, come on now, bitch. But yeah, it took a lot for me to come on here looking this fucking busted, like, no filter at all, just ugly right now. And that's okay, because practicing being vulnerable. And yes, I'm practicing being vulnerable because I'm a person that will not let anybody in a vulnerable state no matter what. And I think that's not a good habit. But I also think a lot of that comes from, like, the way I grew up, in a sense, especially around black